Hey there, YouTube. It's Petey Two Finger. I got my e-bike battery. Whoa, that's heavy. This is a 48 volt battery. So we're going out soon. I got a family thing, but yeah, we're gonna be going out. And what I mean by going out is my wife and I do remote music day, where we bring our battery powered equipment that we've built and make music for the day at one of two outdoor locations. So I got my list here. Let's see my list. Tripod, question mark. We video this stuff, so there should be some new music. I've got four new tunes. I'll tell you more about that later. Go through the gig bags. Ooh, fun, fun, fun. Usually I'll draw a little picture like my pedal board, like what pedals are going to be on it and how I'm going to be powering those because there's no outlet. It's just battery stuff. And the rig is always evolving and always changing. It's just like we garbage picked this thing. It was a big battery and like almost as big as a car battery, but a little skinnier. And it had a inverter slash charger with it. Yeah, the battery was dead. The inverter charger was good, but anyway, I converted the bag and this plastic topper that sat on top of the battery. I built a voltage regulator with a switch, a fuse, an LED, and then three ports. So now I have a smaller battery that sits in the bag. It's with shoulder strap, and then there's this plastic table that sits on top of the battery area, and that plastic table has the voltage regulator with the switch with three ports. So three cables come out of the fly bag, and you can just plug those into your pedals, and then you hit the switch. There's an LED on it, and it's rated at 1 amp. So I can plug my whole board off it, but I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to run the NUX MG30. And speaking of that, I should be making some patches for that because see, I'm going to be taking my Zoom G1, which I usually use as Zoom G3, but I've got this NUX MG300, and the idea would be to just have one. But I haven't really made that many patches for the NUX yet, and I'm going to be doing some of that on the fly while we're at the remote. But there's a couple of sounds that I'm married to in here. There's the Zoom has an Alien amp model, which is a high gain like triple recto, and if you put this ZMP1, it's a tube preamp. It's actually a real thing called an ADA MP1. And they were kind of popular back in the 90s, and I thought they were great. I've heard people go, it's digital. No, it's not. It's tube. It's all analog signal path, but there's a digital memory and MIDI. So here I saw this guitar player talking about how my rig was this terrible MP digital thing, this digital preamp that I had. And I'm like, dude, that fucking thing, they sell for like seven, eight. They go for like $1,000 if you could find them, because they're not digital. Yeah, it's got a digital readout on it, but and that's just fucking classic online guitar player. He sees a digital display on it and automatically assumes, stink bomb, you know. But I'm here to tell you on the Zoom, any of those Zooms, they all have the same models. If you try that out, mine is the noise gate, the Zoom noise gate, the MP1 with like 30 on the gain, then the Alien amp with like 30 on the gain, and I use the filter delay set to a 5 milliseconds, and it's really kind of just like a phase 45 or a phase 90, like that Eddie Van Halen movement, you know. And it's even the way I have it set, it's even more subtle. And then a hall reverb. But really, you just the meat of it is that MP1 with the Alien amp, and that's just I love that tone. I really, I mean, I can't get away from it. So I got something that's kind kind of like similar, maybe a little bit in the new X, but hey, it is what it is. I'm going to be playing through two multi-effectors. I'll mute the one and then have the one going, and then mute the one and have the other one going. I'm not going to be running them both at the same time. And also the Mooer Ocean Machine might delay along with the tap tempo controller. It is a wet, dry, wet rig, so my guitar comes out to a splitter. One channel goes to the center channel amp, which this year is a toggleable Fender on one side and Marshall on the other. Two preamps, one power amp. And then the other channel coming out of this, I built an active splitter box. I know I could have used my chorus, but I built this splitter box. And like I said, one channel goes to that center, which is a single Gauss 4128 or 2814, whatever. Those Gauss, those 400-watt guitar speakers. So yeah, that's the center channel, and it's either clean or dirty or in between. And then I've got the other coming out of that splitter. It goes to either the G1 or the MG300, and then comes out and goes to the Echo Box, which is reverb and two delays with tap tempo and all of that. And that goes to the PA out the two PA speakers. So it's wet, dry, wet. So I have to make some more patches on the new X before we go. I'd like to. I did some. I need to do some more. Ideally, I would just be going out with just that new X and then the Ocean Machine. But it's like, I love these two tones that this thing does. The other one is it's a Fender with a 63 Fender reverb. And it drips. It really does. So I need to make a set list and then do the memory cards. I've got a TF card that goes in the one. The powered mixer has a built-in MP3 player to play the drum tracks. And then this is a little 4 gig card. And what I'll do, I'll put our set list on the TF card, but then this is going to have everything. So in case I get a wild hair, like, oh, I want to play, Brown Bag or some stupid song, I can grab that and that'll have it. Test the new PA. We have the Behringer 1002B is our mixer this year. And then the 48 volt battery is going to be running the 600 watt rated, that's what it's rated at, Class D power amp. 300 or 150 per channel for the satellites, and then 300 for the sub. So what we're going to do is, before we go, more likely, not tomorrow, but probably the next day, we're going to set just that PA up. And we'll probably play a little bit through it in here at an early enough hour. If we turn it down, especially if the neighbors are at work, we could maybe just quietly squeeze one out. But I do want to test it. And this is the weak link. Like, I'm not sure about this battery. We use it. We've been using it. I used it all last year, and it had no problem. So I just don't. It charges off of just like a wall wart, and I wish I had a better way of knowing when it's charged. But I need to decide, are we going to bring the old PA as a backup? And I think we should, just in case. I've got it set up as our indoor practice rig. It's a nice little mixer. It's a what do you call that? Monoprice. It's a monoprice mixer that I got used for $50. And it's got an effects loop. It's got a decent EQ on it. I mean, it's nothing to write home about, but it's not a toy. It sounds good. And with that effects loop, I can run a delay, a stereo delay. It's a Behringer reverb machine. and it has this old-fashioned echo, and I put that kind of or like in time with the. Sometimes I could do a little longer, so it'll match the beat, and it really opens it up and makes it sound cool. So, like I said, ultimately, are we going to be running outboard effect at the remote? We should. There's no reason not to. I mean, I've got that. I've got that thing. And people go, oh, it sucks tone as you play it on your guitar. Well, if I got it going as the effects loop on the board and it's just adding some ambience, some echo, it's not going to matter, right? So yeah, will we bring the backup? We probably will. I mean, I've got it. It's plugged in. There's 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's a dozen cables plugged into it, but better safe than sorry. So yeah, I'm super excited. We got 4 new tunes. The one is kind of like Aerosmithy, I mean, what I mean by that is like it's this stupid like riff and a lot of dumb chords. There's another one kind of sounds like Dred Zeppelin, like acid, reggae or something. Then there's like a P Two Finger Special, like melodic, like just piece of shit song. You totally fucking know it's me playing the same way that I always play. And then there's another one that uses a clean but dirty, and that one is really cool. That one I'm excited about, but it's really obnoxious and it's way too unique and personally my style again. So we got 4 new tunes. I can't wait to get out. We got lists. We went through and did work tonight. We've been charging batteries. I spent a whole couple of days. Um, this is one of my chargers. This is got 10 slots in it, and then I've got 3 of these 4 bangers. Here's a double. I forgot about that one. So yeah, we should be getting out soon. Like I said, I got a family thing. I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna see my mammy. Get to see my mom. I can't wait to see her. I haven't seen her in a while. She stays in a home, and she's seen better days. I mean, it sucks going to see her. I hate to see her. She was a brilliant, really smart and outspoken person, and to see her like not barely able to talk or do anything, just in that shape, it's like. But going to be seeing mom, and then we're going to head over and spend some time with my younger brother's family. His daughter graduated high school and got a scholarship with the Chicago Blackhawks. It's the same scholarship that her brother got. They're both hearing impaired children, and they play hockey. And that's just insane that both of them won the same scholarship from the Blackhawks. It's just absolutely insane to me. So super proud of her and how hard she's worked, and it's going to be fun getting together with those guys. And then we're going to be jamming. So I will see you guys soon. Thanks, and don't forget to leave a comment. Peace.